So I was at Syracuse. I'm so lucky to be recruited by them. Had the best 4 years of my life.
He sets a pass to Tumolo, spinning on the doorstep, and she scores. Holy cow, Michelle Tumolo, when she gets around the cage, she just finds ways to put the ball in the back of the net.
I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't for, Gary and that staff that I played for. I tore my ACL, and that was the year that they were choosing the 2013 World Cup team. I had just played in the tournament right before they chose the team. We found out that I didn't make the team right after that. Obviously, I'm heartbroken, right? I had my dreams like right in front of me, and I knew that I had to take this like heartbreak and like find some positivity into it. I had to flip my mindset and be like, this can't define me. Like, people get cut all the time. If you think about some of the greatest athletes in the world, like, they deal with defeat, they deal with that stuff. So I had to find, and I'd be like, what would I want to tell my younger self? What would I want to tell my player? What would I want to tell my daughter in this moment? I made sure that I came back better than ever. Coming back, it took a while and it was tough. I had just graduated college, I had just moved down to Florida, I had a lot of life change, and I think I battled both physically and mentally a lot with myself, and I really, because you expect, right? You're an athlete and you're a competitor. You want to get right back on the field and be like you were. It took some time. I could say that it took me a full year. I always believe that, it's okay. It's okay to have, be cut, or it's okay to, obviously you get hurt, you can't control that, but it's all about the mindset and how you go about your life after those things. So I'm very thankful for that second chance in the 2017 World Cup.
Player of the match today, from the USA, number 35, Michelle Tumolo.
I think the last team, the 2017 team, was an awesome team. A lot of different personalities from all over the place. And I think it's the same thing with this team. I think we always get those different personalities because you're having kids who come from different programs, and it's been fun to watch, to see some of the best players, most of the best players in the world playing on this team. And I was one of those kids coming to tryouts like, what am I doing here? Like, do I belong here? Like, I'm just a small town kid that just started playing lacrosse when I was in high school. So I always look back and think, like, what would I want from older players on the team? It's crazy to think that I'm on that, in that same breath of the Lindsay Mondays, because that's who I looked up to. She was the lefty attacker I wanted to be. And now we're acquaintances and friends, and it's just so cool. So they made me feel super comfortable, and that's what I want to do, of course, at this trial. I always learned from the older players, like, come here and be who you are. Do your best, but come here and be who you are, because that's what makes this team so unique. I know it's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking if you're on year 10 or year 1. It's a tryout, right? You always want to make it. But it excites me. Obviously, it challenges me. That's what I want. I want people to come in and do their best, and that's what's going to make the best team. So I'm excited.
USA on 3! 1, 2, 3! USA!
No, I would play forever if I could. I want a family. I want to have babies, and not saying you can't do that. I just believe that I've done what I could do, and I would do my best to try to make the next team. But after that, I think there's a time to hang up the cleats, and I think that I would feel fulfilled if I did that. And I believe that I would love to make that decision on my own, and that would be awesome. If I don't make the team, again, I've dealt with it before. So as much as my fiance is like, play forever, I just think that it feels right for me. So I'm so thankful, so thankful to have put on the USA jersey and the gear, and just be with all the players and the relationships I've built. I don't think I would be coaching or still in the game if it wasn't for the relationships that I've built. But I just feel like it's the right time. So we will see. We'll see what this year brings. I hope it's positivity, but I'm ready for anything. I mean, being on U.S. soil is just like, in itself, it's just amazing. Again, I wish I had 2 right now. I still only have 1, well, 2 technically with World Games, but that 2013, like, I felt like, that was like, oh, that was such a stinger. So that 2017, that was that much sweeter. And when you hear about the great players and the greats of their sport, they have multiple, like, they were playing, they were getting all these multiple, gold medals and whatnot. So I would love to chase that next one. I'm really fired up, if you can't tell. Gotta run through a brick wall.